Item 10D, adopt a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute contracts and appropriate funds for the pressure regulating stations and SFPUC service connections projects. They include item A, construction contract with KC Construction in the amount of $576,630 with a construction contingency of $86,495. Item B, amendment to the contract with West Yost for construction inspection services in an amount not to exceed $52,900. And item C, appropriating an additional $136,885 in water capital funds to the project for a total project budget of $936,885.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and members of the Council. Our water distribution system includes 13 pressure regulating stations. The project I'm presenting before you tonight is to install 2 pressure regulator stations, one at the intersection of Sneak Lane and Cherry. The other one is at the rear end on Bay Hill, at the rear of the Bay Hill shopping center. By installing those 2 equipment, which has valves to regulate the pressure, it could take the pressure to higher from low and vice versa whenever is needed. By doing so, this will help our system not to be under stress, a lot of pressure. The second thing is it will enable us to provide reliable water system to the public without any sudden interruption. In the early part of 2013, the City Council approved the award the design contract with West Yost. Plans, specs, and were prepared. Also, we advertised the project, and we had it in an open bid process. We received 5 bids. The lowest bid was submitted by KC Construction in the amount of $576,630. KC Construction is a general contractor, has the right license to do such project. Their record was checked. They have done similar projects. And the last 2 projects, actually, the last 2 regulators we had in the Crestmore area were installed by KC Construction. Not to trouble you with the detailed dollar amount, you have it at the table, but we estimated the overall cost of the projects to be $936,885. This project is an established project in the approved CIP for 13-14 with a budget of $800. So we have $136,885 short. So tonight, staff is recommending we move forward with the construction of it. And on that, we're requesting that the council authorizes the city manager to execute contract and appropriate funds for the pressure regulating stations on the SFPUC service connection. 1, construction contract with KC Construction in the amount of $576,630 with a construction contingency of $86,495. Second, amend the existing contract with West Yost to include construction inspection services in the amount of $52,900. And lastly, third, appropriating the additional $136,885 in water capital funds to the project for the total budget of $936,885. With that, I'll be more than happy to answer any question.
Good. Any questions? Ken?
Just curious, you're doing 2 stations.
Yes.
Yeah, are we getting, is there savings in having, doing these 2 together?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well,
What would you estimate, I mean, I know it's just an estimate, but what would be an estimate per station? I mean, are we looking at $250,000 per station, or, $300,000?
Very hard to estimate by each station, but would be my assumption that based on the scale of the project, probably the savings is 5–10%. Doing 2 stations versus separate each station is the economy of scale typically result in a 5%, 10% savings overall.
What about the design and the construction documents by Yoast? I mean, are we talking two unique facilities, or again, is there some duplication?
Certainly is some advantage of designing in the same time two stations, but certainly each of those are different.
Thank you.
Action by the council?
I'll introduce.
Councilmember Ibarra.
Aye.
Councilmember Salazar.
Aye.
Councilmember O'Connell.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Medina.
Aye.
Mayor Ruane.
Aye.